What is going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode number 12 of the Say Hey Show. I'm Danny Serrano. San Francisco Giants take 3 out of 4 from the Colorado Rockies, the worst team in baseball. Trevor, how the fuck are you doing?
I'm great. I'm great. Happy Monday night to everyone. We are here in the All-Star break, and we're feeling pretty good coming off of a series win. We've been harping on winning series, and here we go, 1-1. Take it into the break, get some momentum, and we roll. What's up, Jake? How are you?
I'm doing good too, man. Like you said, always good to win a series. I love the All-Star break. I think it's the best All-Star break in all of sports. Nothing beats the home run derby, not even the dunk contest. So I'm stoked about it. Good to see some other players, other than the Giants players, going out there and tearing it up. But yeah, what about you guys? What do you think? You think any other sports compete with the baseball's All-Star contest or
Not
All-Star
even
week?
close. It's not close. I think it's the only one that still means something, though, right? Aren't they playing for home field advantage still?
Mm-mm.
No, they took that away.
No.
Yeah, it's
Did they
still
take that
sucks.
away?
Yeah, they
I
took it
didn't think I
away.
knew they took that away. Fuck.
Yeah, now it's just whoever has the best record, which, I mean, kind of makes sense, but yeah, no, it kind of takes away the whole, meaningful. It takes away everything that's meaningful about the All-Star game other than seeing like your favorite player out there.
I think the home run derby still rips as the hardest as any of
No doubt.
What do
It
you
never
guys think of the
fails.
new format? Jeff Passan said this morning he thinks it's gonna suck. Uh, and I kind of do too. Just 20 swings. Like they did a clock to speed it up, and this is just going to slow it down. And there's not a lot of urgency, right? Maybe if you have to hit 18, but what if you get out? What if immediately you have 3 outs and you have to hit 18? Isn't your round over? That could be really anticlimactic in the fucking finals.
For sure could. Jake, I'll let you weigh in on that first. I got
Yeah, I
some
don't know.
thoughts.
It's probably going to slow it down a lot. I could see it going either way because, like, I don't know. Sometimes you see like a guy's pitcher goes up there and for the full like 2 minute timer, like that dude
Can't
just can't
throw
throw a
up.
fucking strike. Then it's going to go the other way where the guy still can't throw a strike, and so we're
Yeah.
only going to see the guy swinging one every 20 pitches.
Yeah, right. That's just gonna make it more obvious that he can't throw a strike if
Yeah.
the guy doesn't have to swing.
They should put
That's true.
they should put the ABS zone up there, and if it's a strike and the guy doesn't swing, it still counts as a swing.
Ooh.
That's lame.
Hmm. What, and like opposing players can like challenge and be like, oh no, I think that was a strike. He should have swung at that. And that just rings him up. Dude, imagine that happening to Wilson Contreras tonight. Like he might get suspended the rest of the season. He might
Wait,
charge someone with his bat.
is he still on suspension playing in the like All-Star game home run derby?
He's suspended and he's competing in the home run derby. And halfway through, like he still has like 3 games left of his suspension.
Oh
So
yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah.
fuck yeah. But no, I think like
Uh,
comparing to any other sport, like the dunk contest, like I don't know, people more think that that's like G League players are going in there and winning it and competing, and it's like no minor league players competing in the home run derby. Like you still have Schwarber, Harper, who like want to do it because it's in their hometown crowd. Like that's sick as fuck. And then you have Junior Caminero and Jack Caglione, like rising stars wanting to go out there and wanting to play. Like without a doubt, I mean, baseball's got a lock on like their whole like all-star break game and all that stuff.
yeah, they get all the stars out there. Like none of the stars want to compete in like the NBA and stuff. And then like nobody even cares about like the Pro Bowl or shit like that.
Yeah, now it's like a fucking flag football game, like yeah, there's no stakes to it, There's
Nothing.
nothing really, you know. I don't know, like a lot of baseball players grow up and they're like, dude, to hoist that home run derby trophy would be cool. Like you have historic players that were like have won it, Like Harper won it at home in 2018. That was fucking cool. Barry Bonds, David Ortiz. I mean, these are like marquee players that have won it, so.
Predictions for tonight. Who do you think's got it?
Hmm.
I mean, me and Danny run a little bet with a couple of our other buddies where we all pick two players and we do like a
Hmm.
little draft. I had fourth and fifth picks, and I went Bryce Harper and Ben Rice. So I'm not saying I think they're gonna win. I think Schwarber's probably gonna win, but that's who I got my money on.
So I'm totally with you on that. Like I got Jack Caglione and Junior Caminero. Caminero came in second, so like I'm holding high on him, but also Cags. That dude hits bombs, so I don't know.
He's a
He's probably
sleeper.
gonna be yeah, but dude, Schwarber to win it at home. Dude's got the pop. I mean, his build, like physical build, is just such like
It's
a
tanks.
home run derby winner championship
He's
builds,
got
and
that like, short swing too. Like, I feel like he won't tire himself out. 'Cause,
totally.
Like, it's just
But then
I want Murakami. That's my
That'd be
pick.
sick.
God, yeah,
I have
yeah.
power.
He's
Power.
fun. He's fun. You know he's gonna be fun to watch out there.
Didn't
Yeah.
like last year the All-Star game didn't it end in like a little like home run derby and Schwarber like won it for the NL?
Yeah.
So like,
That's what
he's
won him
basically-
All-Star game MVPs. He was in the first ever swing off and won it, and then
Yeah.
won it for the NL. Like
so
it's pretty
he's
sweet.
prepared.
Was in that one.
Yeah. He thought he was getting pranked. He thought like the whole team was like, "Dude, you're going up. You got to go up." He's like, "What the? No, I'm not. No, I'm good." Like, I know that's not like a thing, and they're like, "No, it is now," and you're up there. Kind of funny.
Let's recap Colorado.
Yeah, as much as other baseball events are just like a lot like more fun to talk about. This is a Giants podcast. Got to rein it in a little bit.
I mean, won the series 3 out of 4. Looked really good yesterday, I think. I mean, besides opening up with an inside the park homer,
Oof.
like that was a bad start. But like usually, I would think like when that happened, I was like, oh fuck, this game's gonna spiral like quick, you know. And McDonald had a couple more dudes on that inning, but didn't let anything else in. He actually looked good.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I don't know, team win yesterday for sure, but overall, like team series win. I think everyone kind of contributed, and yeah, I think leading. Like, do you guys think that was just us beating Colorado, and like as we should, and they suck, or do you think that's like anything we can grab momentum off of?
No, it's completely. This team's allergic to momentum. Like as I posted a short yesterday. Go check that out with my raw thoughts, like right after the last game ended, and it's brutal because as much as I want this to like mean something, this is the first time we're taking a series against Colorado all year, and it's like we've already faced them 3 times. Like I don't want to get too attached to this series win because those 2 other series in Colorado we probably should have won and we didn't. We didn't. And we've had lots of those happen due to bullpen reasons or due to just our offensive inconsistencies. And it's tough. It's always good to have some sort of a winning streak going into the All-Star break. You finish the quote unquote first half of the season, even though it's really not. It's the bulk of the season. It's good to end on some sort of a high note, but if this team has told me one thing this whole year, it's don't really buy into that because they're going to come out of their first series against the Mariners. I could easily see them getting swept. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know. Don't really have a whole lot of stock into this series, but, wins are wins, I guess.
Yeah, I kind of agree. It's nice to like I guess like carry the win into the All-Star break because you get to like sit on a win for a little bit, but also like that also might make it harder to create a little momentum. But yeah, we haven't really seen any momentum from the Giants. I don't know if momentum would even matter at this point because it's like getting pretty far and our record's pretty bad. But yeah, I don't know. What do you think, Trev?
If anything, it's just like don't completely sell the bag at trade deadline. You
Mhm.
know, like I don't think we're there yet where I don't think they are gonna like completely sell. Like, right, I see Robbie Ray gone and like the guys we've been talking, but like I think the core is gonna be here still.
Do you
I mean,
count a rise into the core, or is he gone? Because
I think they'd be dumb not
he's
to.
yeah, I mean, while value's so high, everybody's talking about how good he is. Like, get him gone. I see. I don't know, dude. Like, with how Casey Schmidt is playing third base, like I could see them getting rid of Chapman.
I'd love
Ideally,
that.
they don't get rid of Casey Schmidt.
no.
No,
Um,
I'd love to get
yeah,
rid of Tony.
yeah. I mean,
Okay, wait. So could there be a corresponding move where you get rid of Chapman and you extend a rise, or do you think both of them are just gone?
I'd be okay with that.
Get rid of Chapman and then extend a rise?
Yeah, that'd be cool. But I mean, I feel like Araya's value. I mean, I guess Chapman, you get like what is it, like 2 or 3 more years on his contract, and I
Till
guess Araya's.
2031.
I
Oh
think it'd be
fuck.
like one or
Oh,
the other. Because
oh fuck.
honestly, like, who do we have to
Yeah.
fill in at second? Like, I feel like Casey Schmidt would take whichever spot we trade. You know?
Yeah,
Right. So bulk of the plan is Schmidt is fucking staying and he can
I
either
hope.
snag second or third. But I think to your point last podcast, we haven't really missed Chapman that much because Schmidt has been holding it down and he's been continuing to hit the way he does, but his defense has been more or less like Chapman's. So if we have a younger Chapman who has been hitting better, it's a clear decision to keep him here. But how we go about those other two or one or two corresponding moves is kind of that's why we have Posey. These are the decisions he's got to make.
What would you guys hope to get? I mean, considering the draft, I mean, we're going to go into that, but like, I mean, yeah, we just got a bunch of pitching, young pitching.
Right.
Does that change how you guys think of what we need now? I mean, like, do we need what do we need organizationally? I mean, we have a bunch of young outfielders down low. We got second baseman and shortstop aplenty. Like, where are you guys kind of looking? I guess catchers. We have nothing at catcher.
No, we just got Susak. And Jake, I'll let you go first.
I don't know. I feel like we just got a bunch of young pitchers, but they're not going to be like ready for a little bit. I mean, Flora could probably be in the MLB within the next like couple seasons, but like the offense is good enough that like I feel like with a good staff, they could win right now. So I don't know how much you want to like look to the future with these trades. Like maybe you could bring in like I don't know. It's weird because the Giants are kind of stuck between like a rebuild or just like can you guys get a couple guys and then maybe go for it at that point because they have some like names and stuff. So I don't really know to be honest.
It's tough because what you would be getting from this trade deadline would be in between, the guys that we were just drafted are like their estimated time of arrival is probably like 2029 to 2030, depending on their age and, what position and obviously their talent. But the guys you'd be getting at this trade deadline would kind of be the bridge between those guys just drafted and like a Wisenhunt in a Carson Seymour, right? And like maybe a Webb. So the guys at the deadline, I want to be holding us over until this new wave that we just drafted and maybe who we drafted last year and the year before that kind of start to show themselves. So I just want young, controllable pitching that maybe there's some starters we could just have in the bullpen for the rest of this season and, see how spring training goes and maybe have them start games next year. But just any way we can kind of just put a semblance of a bullpen together and kind of have something to like root for the rest of the year. That's kind of where I'm at. We lost Jake. Oh, there he is. All right, cool. Trev, what do you want to see like out of this draft? This deadline? What are you hoping to like gain from that?
So update here. John Shea asked Scott Boras and his agent Matt Chapman's agent. Matt Chapman has a no trade deadline, and Scott Boras said, I would say that it's not something on the radar. Hasn't been discussed either. So maybe Chapman's not moving, and then kind of looks like it's for sure Arias or Schmidt, because I mean there's a clog right there. I mean one of them's not going to be playing. Schmidt can't go play first anymore. That place is already clogged too. So, yeah, I don't know. I would say one of them moves, but I don't really know what I want. It's just I'd say, yeah, get rid of Arias just so you can stop bitching about him. But,
So you want the team to get rid of their best player because you don't want to bitch about him?
You think he's our best player?
By far. Who's better than Luis Arias?
Rafael Devers in the past month, 2 months. 2 months since
Luis Arias has been the best player all season.
Casey Schmidt.
All season long. He's been hitting 320.
According to what metrics?
Defensive metrics and fucking off. Am I getting your rage baiting? This is good. It's hot in here. I could blow off in a second here, but I'm not taking that bait. Oh, that was a close one. Ladies and gentlemen, that was a close one.
Schmidt's been the best player.
There's an argument for him for sure, but I just think consistently, because Schmidt kind of hit a little patch there where he wasn't hitting as well. Arias has not stopped hitting all fucking season long.
Arias was under 300 for a second at the start of the year. I feel like he got off to kind of a slow start.
If a week is a slow start, then sure, yeah, he did. But he's been hitting 320 basically the whole season. But Schmidt also has been dealing with other factors. They had him in left field for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
and
he plays all
he's been right. And for a game or two, that's cool. But you're gonna stick him in left for a couple games. I don't know. He's had a lot more to deal with than Arias, but Arias has been the solid staple of the team for a couple months. So.
I would bet Casey Schmidt has a higher OPS than Arias.
He might, because Schmidt walks more. His on base percentage is probably higher, but Arias probably kills him in slugging.
What?
Arias doesn't walk. Schmidt does.
But Arias also doesn't slug.
I don't know about that.
What?
All right, Arias is 829 OPS. Let's see. Casey Schmidt is 805 OPS. Casey Schmidt has a higher slugging percentage, though, but a lower on-base percentage than Arias.
Adam flip-flopped.
All right. I'll give it to you then. I guess Arias is better.
Arias got a 3 WAR. Casey Schmidt's got a 1.6. How about that? Does that do anything?
When Casey Schmidt was playing third base the whole year, what would his WAR be then,
So, that's the interesting part.
Average.
He's got 19 bombs.
Because he was, learning left field when he was playing it. Everyone's played outfield, but, obviously in the MLB it's a lot different. But
Casey Schmidt probably hadn't played outfield since he was, in T-ball, to be honest.
He had a couple of plays where you're all right, dude, for a guy who's picking up left field, fuck yeah. But glad that's not the long-term plan. But yeah, staying at one position like Arias or anyone, and obviously Arias had a huge increase in his defense metrics and ability. That's huge. But yeah, Schmidt at third base all season. I bet you his WAR is definitely a lot closer than it is now. Set some great snags.
Pretty good for Arias.
That is good.
Yeah, right? He's going to have a 5 WAR season. Fuck yeah. take.
Do we get into the draft picks?
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Obviously, Giants had the fourth pick and then also the 29th. I think we're gonna go like a little round robin. Everyone's got a player. Who had Jackson Flora?
I got Flora. I mean, it's like the easy one. Everybody's heard a little bit about him. Fourth overall out of Santa Barbara. Kind of cool. Like not a super big school, but I guess baseball kind of gets like that. Like guys come from random places. Um, but I mean, I was just looking at his stats. He had a fucking insane year at Santa Barbara. 12-0, 1.06 ERA, 133 strikeouts to only 32 walks, like 102 innings pitched. I mean, all signs point to him just being like an absolute fucking stud as far as I can see. Throws gas, like is a modern day pitcher. Like I just doesn't seem like this guy is going to be a miss. What do you guys think about him?
Yeah, I mean, kid looks like a stud. He's 6'5", right? Like, that's just a presence on the mound as it is. We see a lot of the like studs in the league right now. They're just up there and they're fucking huge. Like Scooble, Skeens, Chris Sale. I mean, anybody in the last like 10 years, I mean, like minus Lincecum, the build has kind of been 6'5", 6'6", lanky, like 210, 215. I like them. I think he's young enough. We got him as a junior, out as a junior. Yeah, I'm stoked.
Yeah, I mean, first round. He's actually from Pleasanton, where I'm from too. He went to the rival high school across town, so that's always awesome. Kid grew up in obviously the East Bay area, but grew up a Giants fan. And there's a lot of similarities also, between Kyle Harrison. Obviously, we could hope for better results out of that in that sense. But yeah, I mean, 6'5" lefty, like fuck yeah, that's awesome. And he's getting a lot of comparisons to like Garrett Cole and Bryce Miller, and those guys are like Cy Young caliber pitchers. So
I think he's a righty.
Sign me up.
He's a righty. Did I say lefty? He's a righty.
He's a righty?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's a righty.
Okay. Yeah. But yeah, dude, you get compared to a Cy Young winner and then a Cy Young caliber winner or a Cy Young caliber pitcher. Like, what's not to like?
Who had the next guy? Trev?
That's me, Carson Beaumont. Another pitcher, big lefty. This one is a big lefty, Danny. 6'4". To me, kind of profiles like a Bumgarner. His fastball gets up to 96. He's not pumping real Ched yet, but he's only 19. I think you get up into the majors and you kind of grow into your body a little more. So we might see that fastball velo go up. He's got two breaking balls, kind of like how Bumgarner did too, and then a changeup to work off of. Southern kid, out of South Carolina. I like it. 6'4", big kid, 215. And he's young. I mean, he's committed to Wake Forest, but they're saying the Giants are confident we can get him into the system. So we'll see what that signing bonus looks like. But yeah, pretty stoked on that. And yeah, he's looking good. So what do you guys think? Big lefty, first two picks being pitchers. Any thoughts on that?
I think that's just kind of speaks for the state of the team and the state of the bullpen starting pitching. We'll get into a couple more pitchers in this draft as well, and we're just covering the first 5 rounds. Yeah, I just think we're kind of just taking some shots on some younger guys who have proven themselves in college and thus far in their careers, and I just think these Posey might be seeing these guys contributing earlier than what they're being advertised. There's always ETAs thrown out on minor league players pages on MLB.com. I don't have the estimated time of arrival, and there's guys that in these last couple of years that get drafted, and then a year later they're already making their major league debut. And I think a couple of these guys are gonna do that, and I think that's what Posey's hoping for. And shit, our bullpen can use it, and um, I mean, yeah, we'll kind of see how it goes, but I think I guess we'll have to see. What do you think, Jake?
I mean, yeah, just like you said, I think it's pretty obvious what Buster Posey wanted to address in the draft. So he went out and got some pitching. Hopefully, we see them sooner rather than later. But yeah, we'll see.
I got the next one too at round 2, pick 55. We had Caden Wachter, Wachter. We'll get the correct pronunciation on that. But yeah, another pitcher, righty this time, 6'3", 190. He's 18. So he's just a little kid. But I mean, yeah, 2 fastballs. He got a slider too. His dad's a major leaguer, so his family ties there. And I mean, yeah, I like the look of him. He's a little lanky kid. He can throw a little faster. He's got a cutter in the upper 80s and tops out around 96, 97. So I mean, just seems like we're stacking the box with some young pitching, which I'm not sure how I really feel about considering what we did with Kyle Harrison, but I mean, I think we learned our lesson there. And so, yeah, first 3 picks going to pitching, I like. And, yeah.
All right.
Bonds next.
Go ahead, take it.
Yeah, I think Bonds is next, huh? All right, I got him. Yeah, they got the nephew of Barry Bonds, Peyton Bonds. Honestly, when I first heard this, I thought it was going to be like a later round pick. That was just kind of like a legacy pick, but it looks like he's actually pretty legit. He went to Rutgers, so he's a Power 5 program player. 352 slash average, 436, 535 OPS. 6 home runs in 36 games, so kind of like a young Barry, maybe like skinnier, less pop, maybe puts on a little bulk once he gets in the majors. Like Barry starts hitting nukes, can swipe some bags at the start of his career too, like Barry did. But yeah, I mean, it's just kind of cool to get Barry Bonds' nephew on the team, little legacy pick, something to be excited about.
Yeah, no, I like it. If anything, he's athletic, comes from a good family. It's like when the kids are that young. I mean, we'll see. Profiles well. He's a righty instead of a lefty, right? So we'll see. Yeah,
I get it. Obviously, it's awesome to have Barry Bonds' nephew, but I do get a little nervous where everyone I don't think any of us have expectations of him being anything like Barry Bonds, but that is kind of like that is like a cloud over him, and that's kind of always going to follow him. And they do have a couple of players that have a dad who was in the MLB that they drafted in this draft. There's a couple of, there's one more that we're going to get into in a second here, but I do get just a little nervous that that's going to be the only thing about him. Oh, he's Barry Bonds' nephew. All right, cool. But, let's kind of let him be his own kind of thing. And, obviously great to advertise that and stuff and get people in the ballpark. But, let's take it easy on the whole comparison deal. Let's not try and hype this guy up more because, he fell down to the 4th round or to the 3rd round. So I don't know if he was a lot like Barry Bonds, maybe a team probably would have snagged him before, but we'll see how he pans out, I guess.
Danny's hating already on him.
No, I'm just trying to stay, in the middle here, I'm stoked on him, man. Barry Bonds' nephew. Come on.
hopefully that if anything, it'll just keep Barry around the organization more. I love when he's actually talking to our guys.
Totally.
Schmidt and him got in, had a big conversation at one point. And, I mean, I want him around Eldridge as much as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So if that can do anything, like, yeah, I'm stoked for that. So, yeah. One more that we're going to talk about?
Yeah, we got two more. We got Carlos Martinez was picked in the fourth round. Another right-handed pitcher. He is a 21-year-old from Hofstra University over there in New York. He's a 21-year-old, and he's most likely going to come through the bullpen, or at least that's what they're projecting him right now. He throws in the mid 90s. From his fastball gets up to like 94 tops, but obviously being 21 years old, he's got a couple years to kind of develop and find his groove. And we'll see what the metrics and the analysts will say about maybe changing his windup and all that stuff. But his main pitch is a slider. It's his dirtiest pitch. It's like a top speed. His slider tops out at like 93 or something. He throws it just as hard as his fastball. That's his best pitch right now. So, yeah, young kid. He's got some years to develop. He's already got one Tommy John out of the way. He actually missed all of last year to Tommy John. So, it is a little scary, but also nowadays pitchers kind of, at least one Tommy John, is kind of what every pitcher's looking at, depending on, how hard they throw. But we'll see. It's a little risky, but, that's what we got.
That's crazy. Every pitcher is just looking at one Tommy John.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the cost to pitch now.
It's
That's
fucking
crazy.
wild. Unless you throw like Trevor Rogers or Tyler Rogers, both of them. It's like, nah, you just got to have the weirdest fucking delivery and you don't throw that hard.
Just have one Tommy John and they put some weird shit in your arm and you're okay after that.
Yeah, just put a fucking brace in your elbow and you're like, nope, you're good. Go get him. So yes, with the last player we're going to talk about, drafted fifth, Trot Nixon's son, Luke Nixon, grandson of Richard Nixon. He's 21 years old. We got him in the fifth round from NC State. He plays second base. So, to Trevor's point earlier, did we go about this draft, thinking that we're going to get rid of pitching and, this draft class will come up sooner? But yeah, this kid is he looks like he might be one of those guys who we see sooner than advertised. He hit the shit out of the ball. Last year he hit 367, had 60 RBIs for NC State. So yeah, one of those other legacy, so to speak, picks that we got. And obviously being a little bit of a Red Sox fan, super stoked on this as well. But yeah, fifth round, 150th pick. What do you guys think about him?
I don't really know
Second
much about him.
baseman, lefty. He kind of reminds me just like Gavin Kylan, who we took first round last year.
Mhm.
So we'll see how that kind of plays out with those two kind of profiling same position and bat wise. Maybe he's got more pop than Kylan. It sounds like it was 60 RBIs. I know Kylan's more of a bat to ball deal. So I don't know. I mean, a second baseman, like usually he can play like anywhere in the infield then. Like anywhere, if you're up the middle, you're a good enough athlete to kind of play wherever. So we'll see where he actually ends up. But yeah, I don't know. It looks good. I like it. Lefty.
Said it perfectly. I don't really know too much about him, but I like what I'm hearing.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, like, how do you guys feel about the draft? You're going to give it a grade. We'll just go quick around the table and we can move on. Like, I mean, like, from the outside and like seeing what everybody else has been saying, I'm pretty happy. I mean, I go like at least an A minus A. I think we cleared like some of the needs that we have. Like maybe they're not immediate, but we had a lot of picks early and I think we did well. A minus.
I'd agree with A- there. I mean, I've only seen good things about it. Nobody's like really like said anything that the Giants had like a bad draft or anything like that. And I love Flora as the first pick. I think he's going to be a stud.
I think, Trevor, you said it perfectly. I think we addressed all of our needs. We went all around the horn. We got second baseman, third baseman towards the later part of the draft, outfielders, and a shitload of pitching. And the shitload of pitching is going to help a lot. That's obviously what we've been fucking hooting and hollering about on this podcast for the last couple episodes is how our fucking bullpen can't, like, they don't even know what a lead is, you know, like they don't believe in leads. They don't give a fuck. And I think it's Posey played this well. You know, he didn't. Yes, he had a stronger emphasis on pitching, but the position players that he grabbed, I'm really liking what I'm hearing about him. So I would give it an A. I think an A is would be a good grade.
How often does like a pitcher in college that profiles as a starter come in and then switch over to become like a knockout closer? Like, I know the money, like, I mean, if I'm a pitcher, I want to come in as a starter.
Yeah. Oh, you almost have to.
Yeah.
Sure.
But,
I think it happens probably more than you think.
right? That's what I think too. Like, I mean, I would assume every knockout arm in the bigs right now kind of started as a starter.
Sure. Sure.
But yeah, so maybe that's part of the thinking on these picks and all the pitching, which I hope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you're the best pitcher in your college team, they're not bringing you out the pen, and only the best pitchers from college teams are getting drafted. So
Yeah, usually they bring like the third baseman out of the pen just because he's got the best arm,
yeah,
right? Like, wasn't Schmidt a pitcher in college? I think he was.
yeah, a lot of guys will go like 2A in college.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even some of them just to up their stock come in two-way into the draft, and then they end up going one way or the other. Like Jack Caglione,
Yeah.
drafted as a two-way player. He's already up in the MLB, but not for being a pitcher. I know Cronenworth was kind of the same way as well. There's a lot of those.
It's the other way around. Chose
Yeah.
pitcher and position.
Right. Yeah. So there's plenty of those, but yeah, you just got to kind of, you know, if you're a high velocity guy, if you're throwing like 102, it's a matter of time before you move into that closer role. You know, I think around
like Miz or
unless you're
Skeens.
Sure, but like even Miz too, like he had to miss a start this lap before the All-Star game because he hadn't recovered from his start before.
Yeah, that was lame. We missed out on Skeens versus Miz.
Yeah. And even Skeens is like kind of like, you know, taking a step back. I don't expect him to be this, you know, he'll return back to form, but like, I don't know, is that a real like decline? Like he had one really good year last year, or in the year before, he almost won Cy Young. But yeah, you know, with these guys pumping 103, what did Miz top out at this year? 105?
Yeah.
I think he had 105 a couple times. So like, you know, you got to be cautious with that. But if you're pumping 102 coming out of the pen every couple days, I don't know. I think I'd rather take that in a smaller volume, but like, you know, more games. But leave that to the nerds to figure out, you know?
Yeah, I think like Mason Miller was a starter, but they obviously decided the pen was a better place for him.
And look at him.
Yeah.
Best closer in the MLB, so.
Let's head in this last segment here, like on this day in Giants history. That's what we're gonna call it.
All right.
I mean, yeah, like 12 years ago, however, whatever, on this day, Tim Lincecum threw the first of his two no-hitters against the Padres. So we're gonna do a little like Tim Lincecum appreciation segment. The guy was a dog. I mean, we grew up with him. He was like our best pitcher by far. What do you guys kind of think the legacy he left is, and like will that carry because of it was such like a short burst of sick, right?
So the Tim Lincecum's legacy is very divisive because he had one of like the best peaks a Giants pitcher has had, like easily in our lifetime, but like, maybe ever. But his stretch from 2008 all the way to like 2013,
Yeah.
that dude was consistent. He was hitting 32 to 33 starts in that stretch every fucking year, giving you 200 plus innings. To get to 200 innings now in one season as a starter is like, you had a great year.
And he's like averaging like 10 strikeouts a start.
Right.
It was nuts.
It's crazy, but then you contrast that with the fall off, and then it was just like the guy could not stay healthy, and then when he was healthy, he was getting shelled. And then he signs with the Angels and then just retires all of a sudden. So it's like, it's one of the saddest downfalls for a Giants pitcher in our lifetime, like easily. But his peak was so high, like you just really got to appreciate. And I feel like I did appreciate when we were in the moment of just like his peak and just, the no hitters and the Cy Young wins and all that stuff. It was great to watch. But he's easily one of the best Giants pitchers I've ever seen. I would put him top 3 in my lifetime for sure.
Yeah, I mean, when you're talking about like what kind of like legacy he's gonna leave behind, I feel like a lot of guys that are like our age that are Giants fans are like Giants fans because of like Tim Lincecum. Like that was like my first. I mean, other than like Barry Bonds, but I didn't really get to watch Barry like that much. But Tim Lincecum was like my first like favorite baseball player. I feel like like he was popping off when I was like 9, 10 years old, and that's like right when you're playing like all stars in little league, so you're like really getting into baseball. And you see fucking Tim Lincecum shoving out there, and the Giants are winning World Series also. So like,
Sure.
even though like he fell off pretty quick, like I don't think he's ever gonna get like forgotten because just like everybody our age like grew up watching Timmy, and he was the man, you know.
Let Timmy smoke.
Yeah, to that point, Jake, like first Giants like fan favorite for like our age group, it's like him and Pablo, like easily. And then sneak Posey into there to round out a 3. Like those guys were just like, it was awesome. But Timmy was that pitcher though, he's that guy.
I was a big Wilson guy.
Brian Wilson?
Oh,
big
yeah.
time. Yeah.
I dressed up as him for Halloween when I was like 10.
Yeah, I used to have like a big Brian Wilson shirt and everything. That was my guy. Yeah. Who would have thought that he'd end up contributing to Charlie Sheen's like rant? The whole tiger blood and everything. I was strictly from Brian Wilson. It's unreal. It's unreal.
Talking about another short peak. His peak was even shorter than Timmy's. He had like a 1 or 2 season peak, but it was fucking sick.
Dude, right? Yeah, his close when he came out to close at 2010 World Series, like that was awesome. And then that was just kind of like it.
Yeah.
He got Tommy John and then fucking went to the Dodgers and was like, all right, kind of fuck this guy, but
Fear the beard.
The Fear of the Beard movement was awesome. The freak, I mean, had it. We had it all. We were spoiled growing up for sure when it came to the Giants, but Timmy, though, he was the cornerstone of all those wins, and he had some great postseason performances. I always look back to that one in Philly in 2010 in the NLDS or NLCS. Yeah, man, he was the shit, and he's got to be appreciated more for sure. So I'm glad we're doing this segment.
Shout out Tim. Let Timmy smoke.
Shout out Tim, man. All right, well, that's going to wrap up episode 12 of the Say Hey Show. Appreciate you guys tuning in to listen. We're going to take a couple days off, obviously, for the All-Star break. Catch the home run derby tonight. You will not see Logan Webb pitch in the All-Star game. Him and Dave Roberts has confirmed that he's not going to be pitching. But Arise might get a couple at-bats, so tune in tomorrow for that. And then we will recap the Seattle series after this weekend. Make sure to like and subscribe and get in that comment section and say hey.